Gold, it's always sparkled in investment debates. However, Warren Buffett is not a big fan of gold. According to Warren Buffett, gold gets dug out of the ground in Africa or someplace. Then we melt it down, dig another hole, bury it again, and pay people to stand around guarding it. Clearly, Buffett does not see gold as an attractive investment. Yet many investors disagree and believe that gold can serve many purposes, including satisfying a long-term need to safeguard their savings. For thousands of years, gold has been seen by many cultures as a valuable commodity to own. Coins containing gold appeared as early as 650 BC, and the first pure gold coins were struck about 100 years later during the reign of King Croesus of Lydia in Western Asia Minor. There are several reasons that investors today consider owning some gold. Societies and now national governments have placed great value on gold, thus perpetuating its worth. It is the metal we fall back on when other forms of money don't work, which means it always has some value as insurance against tough times. People also see the long-term value of gold as a way to pass on and preserve their wealth from one generation to the next. Owning gold can act as a hedge against inflation and deflation alike, as well as a good portfolio diversifier. Over the past 50 years, investors have seen gold prices soar and the stock market plunge during high inflation years. Although the price of gold can be volatile in the short term, it always has maintained its value over the long term. This is because when fiat currency loses its purchasing power to inflation, gold tends to be priced in those currency units and thus tends to rise along with everything else. As a global store of value, gold can also provide financial cover during periods of geopolitical and macroeconomic uncertainty. It is often called the crisis commodity because people flee to its relative safety when world tensions rise. And unlike fiat paper money or digital currencies, it is a real tangible asset. Although the US dollar is one of the world's most important reserve currencies, when the value of the dollar falls against other currencies, as it did from 1998 to 2008. This often prompts people and governments to flock to the security of gold, which raises gold prices. The price of gold nearly tripled from 1998 to 2008, reaching the $1,000 an ounce milestone in early 2008 and nearly doubling from 2008 to 2012, rising above the $2,000 mark. More recently, the value of the US dollar has declined for a number of reasons, including the soaring national debt and the country's enormous annual budget deficits. Its price often rises the most when confidence in governments is low. During such times, gold often outperforms other investments. In recent years, increased wealth of emerging market economies has also boosted demand for gold. In many of these countries, gold is an integral part of their cultures. Thinking of investing? Options abound. You can directly buy gold bars, coins, or jewelry, or venture indirectly via apps, gold mining stocks, or gold-based mutual funds or exchange-traded funds. The fundamental question is credibility and trust. The population of the world is about 8 billion people. To the extent that people are willing to accept money or digital currencies or gold in payment for debts owed, that medium of exchange will maintain credibility and trust. When people lose trust in a medium of exchange and are no longer willing to accept it as payment, that medium will decline. When government central banks debase their currencies or digital currencies prove unreliable for whatever reason, gold will continue to be the preferred choice for many investors who wish to protect their savings, as it has for thousands of years. While we disagree with Buffett's view of gold, nevertheless, let's recall another sage piece of advice from him. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. So choose wisely and invest smartly. Thanks for watching. Remember, always do your research and consult with financial professionals before making investment decisions. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you leave a message below, we will respond. You might like to check out our Facebook page, The Global Macro Digest R, and see my books that are featured there.